Greetings, students. It is Mr. Keogh here, and I'm coming to you live from my kitchen at home in the wonderful land of Fort Calhoun. Okay, I was just told that some people are unaware of where I am. Can you guys not see me? I'm waving at you right now. No? Okay, wait, well, it's probably because I'm so far away. You know, Fort Calhoun is quite a long ways from Bennington. Let's see if I can bring myself closer to you. Let's see. What is going on? There, I can see you a lot better. Can you see me? Still no? Okay, hold on. Hello, okay, I think this is gonna get better. All right. Well, greetings, everyone. Hope you guys are doing well. Sorry that I can't be with you today, but I think you'll be okay. Hopefully your teacher has been awesome for you so far and that you are excited for what's about to happen. I need to warn you that we are going to be starting with some major rhythm exercises today. Make sure that you keep your eyes on the screen right here on the screen, okay? If you're not looking in this direction, well, you're probably not going to know what comes next, so make sure you're aware of that. We are going to start with ta, but I think we're also going to have ta. We're going to have rest. We're going to have the half rest. Be aware. I'll help you as much as I can, but I have a feeling you won't need very much. So, let's begin. Okay. First things first. Let's check on the Cheep Cheeps. Let's see what they're up to. Hey, ladies. All right, they want to go for a run. Let's see what happens. Ready? Here we go. All right, come on. Let's go. Where are we going? Go for a run. Okay, so that's Pecky. Let's see, who else do we have? That's Fluffy. That's Zoomy. And that is Sky. Say hi, everybody. Hello. Hi, ladies. What are you guys doing? I know, you checking things out? What's that thing he's holding? Is that a chicken pad? No, that's an iPad. Settle down. Okay, they're gonna go eat. All right, let's get to business. Here at my house, I have the Funkmaster 4000, very similar to the Funkmaster 3000 that I have at school, just a little bit louder. Although we don't really need it to be louder today because it's just you and me, and you guys are going to be perfect, so it should be fine. Let's start with these two half notes here. I bet you're going to do great. Ready? 1, 2, here we go. Ta, ta. Right? I feel like we're going to get warmed up pretty well. Now, let's move on to another one. Let's try this one. Ready? Here we go. Ta, ta, ta. Not too bad. Let's do another one. Ready? Here we go. Ta, ta, ta. This is going really well. A few of you are banging your desks while you're doing it. Remember, I just want to hear your voices, okay? Make sure you are aware. Ready? Here we go. Ta, ta, ta. Ooh, nice. Stay with me. Those tas, 2 beats. Ready? Here we go. Ta, ta. Some of you did. We're doing the hands, right? You have got to do the hands when you get to the rest. Okay, come on now. Ready? Here we go. Ta, ta. Okay, that's doing better. Ready? Here we go. Ooh, I didn't help you that time. Were you ready? Some of you were. On your own, here we go. More hands. Thank you. Appreciate that. Ready? Here we go. Okay, I like what I'm hearing. There are a few of you that are talking in between slides. Have your voice ready, but try not to turn it on until it's time to say your notes, okay? Do your best. Ready? And here we go. right. And here we go. Nice. Hopefully you can see that it looks like I'm wearing a hat. Hat sounds like half. Make sure you give me 2 of these. Ready? And here we go. Ooh, okay. Some of you remembered. Good job, good job. Make sure you're not pointing out people in your class that are making mistakes. They're working as hard as you are, okay? Thank you. Ready, here we go. All right, I can work with that. Ready, here we go. Okay, sounds like some of you might need a little help. I'll help you on the next one. Ready, here we go. Ta, ta. See, that makes sense. Ready, and here we go. Ta, ta. Man, I like this. We've only have 4 more. Ready? Here we go. Ta. If you did your music math, hopefully you did that 3 times, right? 3 rests. Ready? And here we go. Ta. All right. Sounds like some of you don't need my help anymore. These last 2 are on your own. 1, 2. Here we go. Ah, nice. That sounded good. And here comes the hardest one. Be patient. Count to 3. That's your hint, okay? Ready? Here we go. Ooh! Did you get it? I mean, it's hard for me to hear from here, but from where I am, it sounds pretty good. Okay, let's change gears. Let's do something a little different. Okay, let's take a short break, see what the chickens are up to. They have really good ears. Let's see what they're up to. Oh, they heard me. Hey, come on up. Come on. Cheep, 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 cheep. Come here. Come on up. All right, there's, well, who are you? There's Zumi. There's Sky. Come here. Becky, come on. I know. Oh, here they come. Oh, they're coming to check things out. I know there's some bugs up here. You should eat them. Right, Sky? They're on the deck. Yeah, go eat them. Don't eat me. Don't eat the iPad. What's going on, you guys? You doing okay? Yeah, I know. You guys are having a pretty good day, right? You being good? Now, can we find you a bug? Oh. So today we're going to be working with something that looks like this. What I like about this activity is we are Pine Creek Elementary. This is a pine tree. We're going to be making a little forest, a musical forest today. I'm going to be having all of the grades today doing that. And when we're done, something pretty cool should happen. So we'll see what happens. But first, let's discuss the following. Now, I'm not the best drawer in the world. That would be Miss Lamb's job. But I have many different kinds of notes here that we're going to be talking about. Now, yes, I totally understand that we don't talk about this until you're maybe a little bit older, or we don't talk about this till we get a little bit older, but today's the day that some of you might learn a little bit more than you need to, and that's totally fine. So first things first, let's change colors. Okay, up here, I've got the whole note. Now, it looks like a hole in the ground, which is probably why I've got the word hole in it. But we're talking about the whole thing, like a whole candy bar, okay? It gets 4 beats. So when we count that, we say ta, 4 beats, right? Now, down here we have the half note. It gets 2 beats. Interesting. Let's say that this was my whole candy bar here. That gets 4 beats. And then this would be like half a candy bar. Well, what's half of 4? 2. Bada boom. Okay. On to the quarter note. Or as we like to say, the ta. Now the quarter note gets 1 beat. And we know that because we've counted this a million times. Ta, 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 1 beat, right? And then one of our T's here. Now, normally these are in a pair, but when we're talking about just one T out of a TT, we have the 8th note. It gets half a beat. We're not going to really worry too much about this number today. We're more worried about drawing them today. And then here I have the 16th note. Woof! And it is a quarter of a beat. Wow, that's teeny tiny. And all of these are going to make sense when we put them in our rhythm tree. Because if I add up enough 16th notes, I'll get an 8th note. If I add up 8th notes, I can get quarter notes. If I add up quarter notes, I can get half. And if I add halves, I can get a whole. This is all going to make sense here in just 1 minute. Here is my rhythm tree, my beautiful pine tree. First things first, make sure you guys have these passed out. While that's going on, we can do a couple things. We can write who we are. That's pretty important. Okay, I got my name on here. Don't forget your class. This is really important of who your teacher is. Okay, now that I have that figured out, by the way, if you need to pause this video while you pass out papers, you go for it. Now, pause for dramatic effect. Okay, let's rock and roll. At the top of my rhythm tree, I need the whole note. So in this top box, I'm going to draw the whole note. Remember, it looks like a hole. Some people, you can draw an oval. If it turns out to be a circle, it'll be totally fine. Now, here's the important thing that I need you to know. A whole note can break down into 2 somethings. Probably some of you know what they are. It can break down into 2 tas, 2 half notes. Because if this gets 4 beats and each of these get 2, well, if I add them together, it makes the whole. So these are all going to always add up. You don't have to write those numbers, by the way. Now, let's move down a little bit. I'm going to write the same thing, but I'm going to fill them in. So I'm going to do 4 circles, space them out. I'm going to put my stem on the right side going up, and then I'm going to fill all of them in. Now, hopefully, every single person at Pine Creek knows what these are. Yes, they are tas. They each get 1 beat. And if you add up each of those ones, what do we get? Well, you get 4, right? So that also adds up to our magic number 4, right? Now, let's move down again. This is where you might have to draw a little bit smaller, okay? I'm going to draw 8 circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If it takes you a little bit longer, that's totally fine. And at the end, I'll show you what it all looks like if you think you missed a step. Make sure we go stems up on the right side. Make sure those stems are on the right side, because if you put it on the left side, that's a lowercase b. That's not what we're looking for. And then I'm going to fill every single one of them in. Be nice and patient. I want these to look beautiful, because you're going to hang these up somewhere in Pine Creek, because we need more pine trees. If you're wondering what that sound is, that's Mrs. Keogh. She's chopping up cabbage. Now, I feel like I'm still missing something. Oh, I know. Those aren't T's or TT's, are they? Because they're missing something. Some of you spotted it right away. I need a line across the top so that I have pairs, so that I have TT. Now, don't write this down, but I'm just going to show you that each pair of these, if I add them up, that equals 1. So if I have 1 and 1 and 1 and 1, what do those 4 ones add up to? 4, which, as we know, is the number that we're adding everything up to, our whole note. 2 plus 2 is 4, 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 4, and then if I add all of those TTs together, I also get 4. Okay, This is where I'm going to ask you to write even smaller. These have to be 16 circles. Whew, I made it. Now I'm going to very carefully go back and I'm going to fill all of them in. By the way, if you'd rather do your stems first, you totally can. Here I go, I'm filling them in. All of these 16 notes. Whew, wow. Now, I am going to add a stem on the right side of every single one of these 16 notes. Whew, wow. And then I'm going to add a beam across 4 of them. You know what? I'm going to add 2 beams across every 4. So count to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then do another beam. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then a lower beam. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I do the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then a lower beam. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we have TTs up top. My older students, they know what these are. But if you are one of my younger classes, we call these ticka-ticka. So I have TT, ticka-ticka. And the secret thing about these, no, there's not that secret, but if I were to add all of these together, 4 of those equals 1. 4 of these equals 1. 4 of these equal 1. 4 of these equal 1. And if I add up those 4 ones, what do I get? I get the same thing that I did at the top. It's still 4. So how interesting. Now, I'm going to show you real quick how cool this is. If I take 2 of these ticka-tickas, and I'm going to maybe do this in green. If I add up 2 of these ticka-tickas, that makes 1 T. Now watch this. If I take 2 TTs and I add them together, I get 1. Ooh, where'd my pen go? I get 1 ta. If I take 2 tas and I add them up, I get 1 ta. And if I add, gotta move this down. There I go. And if I add 2 tas together, my half notes, I get 1 whole note, which is ta. So if I take 2 of anything and I add them together, I get the next largest note. Now, I know that we've been spending a lot of time doing this, but I'm going to leave this out. I'm going to zoom this out a little bit so you can see it. If you need to use it for reference, please do. In fact, if your sub needs to, you can pause this video and keep it up there if you need to take a look for as long as you need to until everybody's ready. And then as soon as you're ready, you can move on to what I have next. So I'm going to input a dramatic pause right now in case you want to pause the video. Okay, I'm assuming you are done pausing the video. So if you are done with this, flip it over and I'll show you what's next. So this is Fluffy. This is our snuggliest chicken. She is very soft. She is extremely friendly. She also wants to see herself in the iPad. And if I put the iPad too close to her, she will peck it. Right, Fluffy? What'd you think? Pretty hot out here, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Okay, I got to get back to teaching these kids. Okay, and you got to go find some bugs to eat. Okay? We'll check in on them later. All right, this is on the back side of your tree. And I need to point out at this point that if at any point in today's class I said that we were going to cut the trees out, please, please, please put those scissors away. You do not need to cut those trees out because you'll ruin this and I won't be able to see how well you did. Okay, so I'm going to go up to the top and you know what to do here, right? You're going to put your name on it. And then you are going to put your class down. And then you are ready to finish up. Now, I really don't want to spend a lot of time telling you all the answers, But in case you're wondering, over here on this side, I'm just going to do a little review, just a little baby review, okay? Because these questions are asking you to circle all the whole notes. Circle all the whole notes. Okay, what's down here? Let me move this down a little bit. Like number 4, it says circle all the half notes. 5 says circle all the quarter notes. So it's kind of important that you know what those things look like, right? So maybe up here. Maybe I'll even hide it. Let's hide it way in here. I'm just going to do a little bit of review, okay? Just a teeny tiny bit. Don't tell anyone, okay? We have our whole note. If you add a line to a whole note, see, there's 2 whole notes, but if I add a line, that's our half note. Now, if I take a half note again and I fill it in, there's my quarter note, okay? And if I take my quarter note and I add a flag to it, or let's say that I took 2 quarter notes, okay? Boop, boop. And then I put a beam across them, then I'd have my TTs, right? So those are all 8th notes on the bottom. So here I have my whole note, half note, quarter note, and these are my 8th notes, okay? Those are what you're looking for. If you, maybe some of you were penciling that with me, but you could always check your tree, right? Because that's part of your tree, okay? Now, back to what we were doing, okay? Don't tell anyone, shh, 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 okay? I'm gonna hide that in there, don't tell anyone. If we ever need it, I guess we could find it again, right? But we don't need it. Okay, so that's hidden in there. Now, on these, just read what it says. If you need help reading, I bet there's someone in this room who can help you. But 1 and 2, you're looking for whole notes. 3 and 4, half notes. 5 and 6, quarter notes. 7 and 8, 8th notes. And don't forget with those 8th notes, let's see, what do I do down here? That there's a couple different kinds. I'll show you just a couple. I have those kind that have the flag, and then I have these kind that have the beam, okay? I'm just throwing that out there. That's just a little help from me to you, okay? I hope that this activity goes well. Circle the notes that they want. Use your rhythm tree if you need help, right? Ask a neighbor, maybe. Ask your teacher, okay? I bet they know them. Also, once you get the rhythms on the rhythm tree, feel free to color it. So you might want to color the leaves green and the trunk brown. Maybe you want to color grass along the bottom. Maybe you want to draw a beautiful blue sky above and a sun. Maybe yours is cloudy. I don't know. You guys determine what you want it to be. Don't forget your name. Make it look super cute, so like totes, super cute. You know what I'm talking about. And then the backside, make sure you circle the right kinds of notes, okay? You can totally do this. If you need help, there are people near you that I'm sure will help you. But otherwise, I hope you've been having fun, and I hope that, well, I don't hope. I know that when I'm back and I get to see all these, that I'm going to be super impressed, okay? Peace out. Home slices.